Property owner is taking the city of Del Mar to court, hoping to force leaders to allow her to build hundreds of new housing units on her land. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. Dozens of the units would be set aside for people with low income, but so far the city has refused to approve the project. CBS 8's Steve Price joins us live now from Del Mar to explain what's going on. Steve?
And Marcella and Carlo, on the other side of this gate you see behind me is a long driveway that leads up to an amazing ocean view. There's also a lot up there, and that's the proposed site for an apartment complex with hundreds of units, including some for low-income families. But right now, the city says no. It's just under 7 acres of prime ocean view property in Del Mar, and a developer wants to turn it into this, Seaside Ridge. 259 apartments with 42 of them designated lower income units, including 2 extremely low, making them affordable for a family making just over $41,000 a year.
We know that a family's zip code will determine their health, wealth, and life expectancy.
Ricardo Flores with the nonprofit LISC San Diego supports Seaside Ridge, pointing out 83% of Del Mar's residents are white.
They are, in some ways, a poster child for a need for diversity, because it's not just good for the families that move into Del Mar, but it's also good for the current families in Del Mar to live with more diversity.
The city of Del Mar has been pushing back against the project, saying the land isn't zoned for that type of development. But the state says Del Mar must accommodate 113 new affordable housing units. So Seaside Ridge's developer filed a lawsuit Friday demanding Del Mar approve the project as submitted and issue all related necessary project approvals.
I think this lawsuit sends a really strong message that we're in a severe housing crisis.
Jordan Latchford with YIMBY Democrats of San Diego also supports the project, saying it will give people who work in Del Mar a chance to live in the community they serve.
It's that single mom that has 3 kids and is working at your local restaurant. It's the family that, it's those teachers that have had a hard time.
Del Mar city officials sent CBS 8 a statement saying, as this matter pertains to active litigation and the city has not yet had a chance to review, we have no comment at this time. That said, the city has proposed affordable housing in a different part of town.
The place they're looking at is housing people in a fairgrounds where animals live and sleep, not necessarily where human beings are living and sleeping.
And at this point, there's no timeline for that legal action. But Marcella, I'm told that if this project gets the go-ahead, it would take about 3 years to build.
Steve, Carlo and I were quickly chatting during your story. We know exactly where that piece of land is, and it really is hard to believe that a prime piece of real estate like that hasn't already been developed. What do you know, if anything, about the history of that particular location?
Oh, there definitely is some history here, Marcella. Back in 2020, they actually wanted to build a big hotel, a luxury property up here, but that had to be approved by voters, and the voters out here turned it down. They said it's just the wrong place for something that big. They say the area doesn't have the infrastructure, and that's a lot of people around here is concerned about putting a big apartment complex here as well. They just aren't sure it's the right place, but we've heard over and over again how much housing is still needed here in San Diego, especially that low-income housing.
Now it's headed to the court, so may soon be an answer. Thanks so much, Steve. I know we'll be following the story.